Okay guys, building a shed in my backyard, part 5. First off, I apologize for waiting so long to do part 5. I did way too much as far as like an effective video time lapse, but as you can see, the last video I was just putting the roofing sheathing on. I've got it roofed. I've got put the rest of the sheeting on the roof, and I got the felt paper and the drip edge and the shingles on. I put a architectural style shingle on that's pretty common today. And I'll just walk around, show you a little bit what I got. I went with some round vents up in the corner, larger than what they typically put on this shed. But I couldn't find smaller ones except little cheap things that look like crap. So I wanted to match the ones that's up in my, well, you can't see it for the tree that's up in the gable end of my home. So I got the closest thing I could find, and I painted them blue, which is the same color that I painted the shutters that'll go on this unit. Anyway, as you can see, I've got Lowe's house wrap around, and I just put that on today. I had the windows and everything in. I actually ended up taking those back out to put the wrap on. It was just a little easier. And the windows are easy to pull in and out with the flange that's on those. So there's where we're at on the outside. And I'm ready for vinyl siding. And I think I'm going to do the vinyl siding first and do the fascia and soffit after I do that. You can do it either way, but I'm just going to work my way up, and then as I need like ladders and scaffolding set up as I go up higher, then I can do both. You can see the doors I put on are fiberglass. Purchased those from the same place I got these nice little windows, and these have an aluminum flange on them that actually, you know, you don't have to put a J channel on. You got a flange underneath and a flange on top, and they just fasten in there with about 12-15 screws. The doors, that was a little more difficult. It took a day and a half to do that. I had to frame that out with 2x4, and then I put I have a aluminum brake. I had to bend up aluminum and put on that before, and then I put the hinges actually on the door, and then I positioned the hinges, or the doors, I put a 2x4 down here to hold them in position, and then shimmed them up to get my cracks exactly where I wanted them. I already had the width because I had measured that and figured about 3/16 inch in the middle and on the sides as well. So I already had that calculated. Put them up in there and shimmed them where I need them. And then I just drilled the holes and put the screws in. These doors are nice, they're solid. I think they have wood inside. They're fiberglass, but I think they have wood in. So the doors open smoothly. I went with the windows in the door. One thing I did, I put this diamond plate. I got a piece of aluminum diamond plate bent up at, let's go and pull this up, at my local fab shop. And as you can see, this door, this is what they call a slam strip, and that's what, if you can see that, that's what the other door hits against, and then there's no air or rain can come down through there to mount anything. Once again, there's the aluminum I put on. I went with an 1/8 inch thick aluminum diamond plate. And I'm going to put a step down here. Get my hand in there, and it's going to come across right to this. And later I might put a ramp in, but right now I'm only putting smaller stuff in here, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll deal with that later. Just a couple points of interest. I did have to, when I was putting the plywood sheathing on, I went with 1/2 inch plywood sheathing in the inside on the walls. I did actually have to put 2x4 here and run it up and actually push against here. So from the top of the wall to the bottom of the wall, the other side. And then I had a jack. I used a regular screw jack out of my car, my Nissan Altima, to be able to square this thing up to get the first sheet of plywood on. Once I got that, it was pretty decent. There was a little bit of a twist in it, and I actually ended up having to do the opposite to the other side just a little bit, but come out pretty nice. I put a loft up above here, and I positioned that above the windows. I could have dropped it down a few more inches, but I'm 6'3", so I set that just so I can walk up underneath it. And I used 5/8 plywood on that. It's plenty heavy for what I'm going to be putting on here. I didn't put I could have put it like another joist across in the middle, but it doesn't need it. For all I'm going to put up there, which is going to be like big rolls of bubble wrap and stuff. Anyway, inside here, you can see what I had to do for the door a little bit. I bought some, I guess it was called 1x2, and it's like, I don't know, 3/4 by 1.5 inches, and I used that for where the doors, trim the doors out and make them fit nice. When that seals up, I mean, that looks good down across there. Everything fits nice. The doors work great. Just trying to think anything else that was critical. I can't think of anything right now, but I'm getting ready to put vinyl siding on, and then the soffit and the fascia. I think I'm going to put a cupola on the top as well, just for looks. So I think this thing's going to look really nice, and I am going to put 2 shelves back here that'll run across the whole way. Yeah, but they're only going to come out maybe 14, 15 inches, just whatever it is to this first 2x4, this first stud. And I'm going to put a shelf probably here, and then one down here, about eye height, and then down a little bit lower. So that's where we're at, guys. And I apologize again for not showing more of the detail, but that's where we're at. Till part 6. If this helps you out any, if you have any questions, I'd be glad to try to help you out. Just put them in the comment section, and subscribe and like if this has helped you out at all. Till the next one, we'll see you.